Hi, I'm Dr. Olivia from Pet Circle, and today I'm going to take you through the different types of cat litter and how to choose the right litter for your feline friend. Whether you are a first-time cat owner or you've had cats your whole life, the world of cat litter can be a confusing one, but cat litter is essential for your cat. There are many litter types to cater to different needs and preferences for cats and their owners. Choosing the most suitable litter for your cat is important for ensuring appropriate toileting behaviours and avoiding any toilet mishaps, as well as maintaining good urinary and bowel health. So let's break down the main types of cat litter. Firstly, there are clumping and non-clumping litters. Clumping litters are typically made of bentonite clay, but they can be made of other materials such as corn or tofu. The difference between clumping and non-clumping litters is that clumping litters form solid clumps when they come into contact with urine or feces, which makes it much easier to scoop out and keep the litter tray clean. Clumping litters are perfect for the convenience of easy cleaning because they clump together. They're also highly absorbable and they typically reduce odours really well as well. On the downside though, they do tend to be a bit more dusty. They can track on your cat's feet and they are not biodegradable. We have some great examples here. We have the Poo-wee clumping cat litter, which has a nice lavender scent as well. And then we have a couple of more natural types of clumping litter. So we have the Mishu clumping litter with a watermelon scent and the Trouble and Tricks clumping litter, which has a cherry blossom scent. And these are both made out of tofu. They still clump together, but they're a more natural product. We'll scoop out our Poo-wee so you can see the texture here. And so this bentonite clay material clumps together really nicely. So now that we've got our clumping litter in the tray, let's see what happens when we add moisture to it. So I've just got some water here. I'm just gonna add that. And as you can see, it just forms this really large solid clump. So if this was your cat's waste, then you would get a scoop and you could scoop it out. But as you can see, it just forms this really nice solid clump, and so it's really easy to remove the waste. Now let's talk about non-clumping litters. There are a wide variety of non-clumping litter types, including those made from crystals, those made from recycled paper. We have non-clumping litters made from natural materials like tofu, and then we have non-clumping clay varieties as well. Crystal litters are a type of non-clumping litter that are made out of silica crystals. So these are highly absorbent, they're really good with odour control, and often you only need to clean them out every 1 to 2 weeks, so they're really good for convenient cleaning. However, some cats don't really like the texture and they're not biodegradable. There are a couple of examples here. We've got the Cat Essentials and we've got the Trouble and Tricks crystal litters, and we also have a unique type of crystal litter called the Fit litter. So this litter has specific technology that actually can tell you if your cat has a health problem. The crystals are designed to change colour depending on the pH of your cat's urine. So they can actually tell you if your cat has an issue like a urinary tract infection or crystals in their urine, depending on what colour the litter changes to. Okay, so let's scoop out our Fit litter here so we can take a look at what the crystals look like. So you can see these are quite fine and granular crystals, and I'll just pour that in there. Some of the other crystal types can be a little bit more coarse, but they are all this kind of crystal texture, which is really good at absorbing moisture. Next, we have recycled paper litters. So these are made out of recycled paper, usually in a pellet or a granule form. So these are lightweight, they're really nice and gentle and soft on your cat's paws, and they are eco-friendly. However, they do tend to be a little bit less effective at odour control and require more frequent changes. So we've got a couple of really popular ones here, the Breeder's Choice recycled paper litter and the Scrunch and Sticks recycled paper litter. I'm just gonna scoop out some from the Breeder's Choice. The great thing about the Breeder's Choice is some of them come with probiotics as well, which really helps to reduce bacteria and is great for odour control. So we've got our pellets here, and we'll just pour that one in. They're really low dust as well, so that's a really another great thing about these litter types. And as you can see, they're in this pellet form like this. Another type of non-clumping litters are the natural litters. So these are made out of natural organic materials, so things like corn, tofu, and wood pellets. Now, these are eco-friendly type litters, so they tend to be biodegradable. They are compostable and some can even be flushed down the toilet. On the downside, they don't tend to clump together, so it can make cleaning a little bit more difficult. And because they are made out of organic materials like corn, they can sometimes attract pests. Some great examples that we have here, we have the Catmate Wood Pellets Natural Litter, we have the Trouble and Tricks Natural Litter, and we have the Mishu Natural Litter made out of tofu. We'll get this one out and have a look so we can see the texture. So we can see we've got these pellets here. And so it's got a really nice light scent to it. It's not overbearing. And as you can see, they're a natural material. They kind of disintegrate fairly well, but they don't tend to clump together when moisture is added. And finally, we have our non-clumping clay litters. These clay litters don't clump. They are made from alternative clays other than bentonite. Now they are absorbent and they tend to be widely available and a bit more budget friendly. However, they can be dusty and less absorbent. So we have our Chandler cat litter here, and then we also have the Chandler soft paws cat litter, which is really great for kittens for their more kind of delicate foot pads. And you can see here it's a much more coarse than our clumping clay. We've got these clay granules and it's this kind of texture. This clay granule texture here. Now that you know all the different types of cat litter, how do you pick the right litter for your cat and your household? Well, there are a few factors to consider, including your cat's preferences. So some cats are picky about texture or smell. I recommend trying a few different litters to see which one your cat is most comfortable using. How important odor control is to you. Clumping and crystal litters typically tend to be the best for reducing odors. Dust levels. So you can consider dust-free options for respiratory health, including for both your cats and your own. Cats with feline asthma or other respiratory health conditions should only be offered dust-free or reduced dust litters like our tofu or recycled paper litters. If you're concerned about eco-friendliness, then natural and biodegradable litters like recycled paper are the most sustainable and environmentally friendly. And in terms of ease of cleaning, clumping litters are the most convenient when it comes to cleaning, but there are also self-cleaning trays that can be very helpful when it comes to this. If you have multiple cats in a household, you may find that your individual cats have preferences for different litter types, and it's okay to have multiple different litter types in separate trays in your house. When it comes to litter trays, the golden rule is to have at least one tray per cat and then one additional tray per extra cat. So for example, if you have 2 cats, then you need at least 3 litter trays. I hope this has been helpful in understanding the different types of litter for cats. You can shop a wide range of cat litter products online at petcircle.com.au.